Good morning and welcome to WWDC. WWDC is an incredibly important event to Apple, our developers, and our users. It's here that we bring some of our biggest innovations to life. And we have not stopped innovating. Today, we're going to push each of our platforms forward in some exciting and breakthrough ways. With that, let's get started by sending it over to Craig.
Good morning. Great to have you here. Well, as you can see, we've got a lot to cover. So let's get started. iOS 14 this year. We're doing more on our iPhones today than ever before, so we've rethought some of the core elements of iOS to reflect this. Let me give you a quick peek, starting with the home screen. Well, this year we're doing just that with something called the App Library. It's a new space at the end of your home screen pages that automatically organizes all your apps in one simple and easy to navigate view. So here in App Library, getting to the app I'm looking for is really easy. Up at the top, I have the search field, and I get all my apps organized from A to Z. Now over here on the upper left, I have suggestions. It uses on-device intelligence to show me the apps that I'm likely to need next. And on the right is recently added, giving me access to the apps that I've recently downloaded from the App Store. Launch one of these directly with just a tap, widgets. To start, they're more beautiful and data-rich. And we're introducing different sizes, so you can choose one that best fits your needs, and even more accessible. So check this out. I'm just gonna tap and hold on the weather widget, and I can drag it out of Today View and onto my home screen. And watch, as I move it around, the apps just dance out of the way to make space for my new widget. Well, let's add a second one. Just gonna tap the plus here in the upper left and grab onto Podcasts. I can drop it just like that. Now it's called the Smart Stack. Just gonna tap it and drop it here. With the Smart Stack, I can easily swipe through widgets to pick just the one I want for the moment. But what's really cool is that the Smart Stack can actually do this for me automatically. So in the morning, I can get my news briefing. Throughout the day, find out when I have a meeting coming up. So that's widgets on the home screen. Next, we're picture-in-picture to iPhone. So here on my home screen, the Smart Stack is showing me the TV widget, so I can just tap to start playing a show. Now check this out. When I swipe to go home, the video automatically goes into picture-in-picture right over the home screen. And when I launch another app, like Notes, I can keep watching. Now I can drag the picture to another part of the screen. If I want to make it bigger, I can even pinch to zoom. And as I move between applications, it stays with me. And what's cool is I can also swipe it to the side and the audio keeps playing when it's off screen. Siri. So this year, we've completely redesigned the Siri experience with a new compact design. It makes tasks like launching apps incredibly seamless. For example, if you say, open Safari, Siri pops up at the bottom of the screen and instantly launches the app. Or if you ask for information, like the weather, results appear at the top of the screen, just like a notification. Now, this is especially great when there's information you want to reference on screen. For example, you could ask Siri to add to your grocery list. So that's the new Siri design in iOS 14.
You can now ask Siri to send an audio message, and Siri will start recording. We're introducing a new app called Translate. It can work completely offline, keeping your conversations private. You can translate your text and voice between any combination of these 11 languages.
Next up, messages.
First, let's get started with conversations. So we are introducing a new way to let you stay connected to your most important conversations by letting you pin them at the top of your list so you can always get to them. And you can see messages as they come in with a beautiful animation on the pin. Next, let's talk about expressing yourself with Memoji. Memoji. In iOS 14, we're adding even more ways to create your look with over 20 new hair and headwear styles to let you reflect your hobby, profession, and personality. We've also added something that's even more relevant today, face coverings. And we're adding more age options too. We have 3 brand new Memoji stickers that let you send a hug, a fist bump, or even a blush to your friends. Last, let's chat about groups. First, we're adding inline replies that let you reply directly to a specific message. You can view replies in the full conversation, or you can view them as their own thread so you can focus in on the specific topic. Mentions. With mentions, you can just type someone's name to direct a message to them. And now you have the ability to only be notified when you're mentioned in the group conversation. And check out the top of this conversation. We have an all-new design for how groups appear. It lets you see all the members of your group where the most recently active people are shown largest. And for the first time ever, you can create a unique visual identity for your group by setting a group photo or customizing your group's look with an emoji. Inside the conversation, you see group members' photos around the image, all new pinned conversations, fun updates to Memoji, and powerful improvements to groups.
Apple Maps is the best way to navigate and explore the world, all while protecting your privacy. Over the past several years, we've added many great features, and of course, we've been rebuilding our map from the ground up. We're excited to announce we're bringing our new map to more countries later this year, including the UK, Ireland, and Canada. In iOS 14, we're adding things that will make it easier for people to find places they love and help them get to where they're going in ways that are better for the environment. CarPlay.
Excited to introduce a digital version of car keys. Now you can leave your keys at home and unlock and start your car with your iPhone. It uses NFC, and you just tap to unlock. And I place my phone on the charging pad and then push to start. Digital keys have security benefits. They live in the secure element of your iPhone, and if it goes missing, you can turn off your keys remotely via iCloud. They're even easier to share than a physical key. Copies don't involve trips to the dealership.
Let's turn to the App Store.
Today, no matter what you want to do, there's an app for that. But what if you don't have the app you need right when you need it? Well, now there's an app clip for that.
An app clip is a small part of an app. It's light and fast and easy to discover, so you can quickly get what you need right when you need it. Everything about app clips is designed for speed. They start with this card, which quickly pops up, and with just a tap, you can launch the app, and discovery is key. App clips are all about getting to a part of an app at the moment you need it, so it was critical that we made them really easy to find. App clips can be easily discovered and launched from the web. You can launch app clips from messages when friends share them with you. When you want to order takeout from a restaurant in Maps, you can launch an app clip right from a place card. You'll be able to tap on NFC tags out in the world on things like parking meters. Or you can scan QR codes to launch app clips that work with products you purchase. The best way to discover app clips will be with a new Apple-designed app clip code. So when you see one, you'll know that there's an app clip waiting for you. And that's iOS 14. iPadOS 14.
The first thing that you'll notice are the same redesigned widgets that you saw in iOS 14. But let's see some of the improvements in the apps, starting with Photos. iPad is the perfect device for browsing your photos. Its large canvas lets you immerse yourself in all your favorite memories. And this year, we're making it even easier to browse and organize your photos with an all-new sidebar. With just a tap of this button, I can reveal the sidebar with all the core functionality of the app in a single location. Photos too. I can easily drag a photo to the sidebar and then just drop it to add it to an album. We've brought this sidebar to many apps across iPadOS, like Notes and Files, where we've consolidated navigation into the sidebar for a streamlined new design. We've also streamlined the toolbars, adding new drop-down tap to change views like this. And for even quicker access, I can just tap and drag to change the sort order, all in a single motion. You'll find the same approach across other apps, like Calendar. Finally, Music has been updated to take even better advantage of iPad's large screen. The sidebar in Music makes it easy to move between views. I can quickly jump between the new Listen Now and my playlists. And once I start playing a song, I can bring up the brand new full-screen player where I can see rich album art, transport controls, and lyrics all in one single view.
Siri. The new compact Siri design that you heard about in iOS 14 is especially useful on iPad. Results appear at the bottom right corner, allowing you to easily reference the app while using Siri. And we applied the same approach to other parts of the experience. Like calls. Now an incoming call is presented with a compact notification that doesn't take you out of context. And you can simply tap to answer or flick it away to dismiss. And this applies to all calls, including those from your iPhone or third-party VoIP apps like Skype. And of course, we're bringing this to iOS as well. Now, there's one more key experience we've redesigned for iPad this year, and that's search. So we've redesigned search with a new compact design. You can start a search from anywhere, like the home screen or over any app. And this makes it easy to find what you need without feeling like you've left the app you're working in. So those are some of our updates to the iPad experience. And of course, you get the new widgets and all the other great app enhancements from iOS 14 Pencil. So this year, we're bringing Scribble to iPad. So you can handwrite into any text field and it will automatically be converted to text.
I can just start writing anywhere. And it's not just about text. I can also express myself with drawings or shapes. But sometimes you want that more professional, cleaned up look. And so now when I draw a simple shape and pause at the end, it'll automatically convert to that ideal shape. And we're smart about it, retaining the same size and angle that you drew it at. In addition to shapes, we've also made huge improvements to our handwriting recognition. So now when I write, I can easily make a selection using the same gestures that I use for typed text. I can double tap to select a word, or double tap again to select a line. Using Scribble, I can just write directly into the text field. It also works in any text field, so I can easily add a new reminder to my shared reminders list with my husband.
With Scribble for handwriting into any text field, a whole new way to work with your handwritten notes, broad enhancements to the app experience, and of course, iPad users also benefit from the great features you already saw in iOS 14. Let's talk about AirPods.
With automatic switching, AirPods will now seamlessly move between your devices without you having to manually switch them. Let's say you just finished listening to a podcast and you pick up your iPad to watch a show. AirPods will magically switch over. And later, you start a video conference on your Mac. AirPods will automatically switch again. And if a phone call comes in, the audio in your AirPods will route right back to your phone. We also have an exciting new feature coming to AirPods Pro, Spatial Audio. Spatial Audio for AirPods Pro will work with content encoded in 5.1, 7.1, and even Dolby Atmos.
WatchOS 7. In WatchOS 7, developers can enable multiple complications, making even more richly personal watch faces. So if you like to use Dawn Patrol for surfing, you can create your own surf watch, including water temperature, swell, and wind speed predictions for your favorite beach. Or new parents can use Glow Baby to see nap, changing, and feeding times all in one face. Introducing Face Sharing. You'll be able to discover curated faces with third-party apps on the App Store, or discover a new favorite watch face right on a website, or receive watch faces directly from friends and family. Next, let's talk about maps. And now in watchOS, just like in iOS 14, you can get cycling directions and navigate with turn-by-turn directions that are large and easy to read. Maps can direct you to dismount and walk your bike, or even take the stairs to save time. For advancing workouts, please welcome Jules Arney.
Thanks, Kevin. We're adding dance. Whether you're doing hip hop, Latin, Bollywood, or simply cardio dance, the Workout app now tracks some of the world's most popular styles of dance for fitness. By the Activity app on iPhone, which is completely redesigned in watchOS 7. The app now features a new summary tab that gives you an easy way to see your activity history, workouts, and trends, all in one seamless view. With a new focus on easy navigation and summary metrics, the app is getting a new name as well. Fitness.
The Home app, the most secure way to manage your smart home. Adding new devices to your home has never been easier. Simply tap or scan to set up an accessory. And in iOS 14, after you add an accessory, the Home app will now suggest useful automations so you can immediately put your new device to work for you. Automations are rules that set your home to autopilot, like automatically turning on your porch lights when motion is detected, or having the garage door open as you arrive home. And now when you open the Home app, you'll see a new visual status right up top that prioritizes the accessories which most need your attention.
And taking you straight to the glorious destination, our next release of macOS is macOS Big Sur. macOS Big Sur introduces an entirely new design and major updates to some of the most essential apps on the platform. And just like its name, Big Sur brings you unmatched levels of power and beauty. Let's start with the dock. It has an elegant new design that floats along the bottom of your desktop. And you'll notice that we've created gorgeous new app icons for all of your favorite apps. Speaking of apps, let's take a look at the Finder. You'll notice it has a gorgeous new top-to-bottom design for the sidebar, and it has a compact, space-efficient toolbar. Makes it really easy to get to all of your controls. Next, let's take a look at Mail. You can see that Mail has all new glyphs in the sidebar, and you may have noticed that we brought color back as well. Now, each app uses its own key color, and that same color is used for the elegant message list. Now, the toolbar makes it really easy to get to all your controls. Check out how the search bar expands as I click on it. And of course, other operations like filtering, well, they're just a click away. Photos, it's just stunning. You can get to all your albums and media types from the sidebar, and the photo grid is backed by Metal, calendar and notes, to podcasts and music with its new Listen Now pane, and an all-new version of iWork that features a simplified toolbar. You may have noticed we've also updated the menu bar. It's now translucent and elegantly takes on the color of your desktop picture. And we've updated the layout of menus as well. We've given all the items just a little bit more room to breathe. We've gone even further this year by giving you one place to get at all your controls. We've brought Control Center to the Mac. Now, we've also reinvented Notification Center. You can access it by clicking on the time in the upper right. And as you see, we now have a single view that brings your notifications and widgets together all in one place. And we're bringing our redesigned widgets to the Mac. Talk about messages. Introducing powerful search to help you find what you're looking for. And you're also getting pin conversations, along with new groups enhancements. Next up, Maps. Today, I'm excited to announce an all-new version of Maps for the Mac. To start, Maps features a stunning new design that makes it easy to find your way around using Apple's detailed new map. And for the first time on the Mac, favorites like home, work, or that great coffee shop on the corner are now just a click away. Next, Safari, protecting user privacy. This year, we want to give our users even more visibility into how each site they visit tries to track them and the ways that Safari protects them. So now users can click on the Privacy Report button in the toolbar when they visit a site to better understand how that site is treating their privacy. In addition to monitoring unwanted tracking, Safari now also securely monitors your saved passwords to ensure that they haven't been compromised in a data breach. For extensions in Safari, we're adding support for the Web Extensions API so developers can easily bring over extensions that they built for other browsers.
When you open Safari, right away, you'll notice the new look. It's clean and fresh.
And that's macOS Big Sur, the biggest update to design since the original introduction of macOS 10, significant updates to messages and maps, and the biggest update to Safari ever.